Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We review anything and everything. And today we're just getting into a little unboxing, if you want to call it, of a few actual Lego pieces that I purchased at the Lego store. This was like unplanned. I happened to be out at a place, at a mall that I actually didn't know was having a Lego store. I just happened to be at that mall and just walking around. I saw a Lego store. So of course I had to purchase a couple of free bricks. So just want to do a little quick, like I said, unboxing of what it is I purchased and where my thought process was with some of these bricks that I purchased. I haven't been in a Lego store in a while, and if you remember back to a couple of my older videos where I showed my Lego city of New York, Manhattan, I used to go into the Lego store a lot just to buy cups of bricks. Now they don't do the cups anymore. And I knew of a place that didn't do the cups before, but it was an official chain. It was like, I think, a franchise. And so this location does the boxes, and I've never seen these boxes before. I don't think so. I think I've seen a different kind of box one time before. So obviously I can never have too much of these. This is what I built my New York City, little New York City mock of, with mostly these. This was like the primary thing that I used to build the city in terms of the buildings and everything like that. Sometimes I had the 2x2 bricks, but for most of the part is these 2x1 bricks was the core of that. Let's see if I can pour this without making it too crazy. So the 1x2 bricks, I had a few of those also when it came to building the city. If you might remember, I had used them for the museum actually, and the library in New York City. And so I purchased the black ones and those for that. I mean, the black ones are my general go-to for anything, if I'm modding something on some of my Lego builds. The beige ones, they didn't have 2x1s. But I figured between these and between these single plates, 1x1 plates, maybe I can work something out if I needed that color. I do think I have 3x1 of those as well. So that's primarily for my little city build as well. Now these kind of little mesh or grating parts I had purchased because for the Star Wars builds, I had an idea that came through my mind when I saw these, which is really kind of aiming for, hold on, I'm going to take all this and dump this in the bag, assuming that this doesn't spill everywhere when I get ready to do it. Okay, that wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all. I think only one may have spilled out. Okay. So these parts here, what I wanted to use them for was if there's any ships that I have that I can do. I didn't have to grab a whole lot of them, but a few of them. I want to see if I could do. If you're familiar with things like I don't think you see this that much on Star Wars movies, but you see it on some ships and stuff like that, on like the Aliens movie and things like that have those really like dark atmosphere types, and they'll have like within the hallway, maybe on one side of the hallway or the other side or both sides, like a little kind of sewer drain that is like along the floor that walks. Sometimes you have things like that in subways as well, or things of that sort. I'm trying to remember if that's where you see things like that, but it will be all along like maybe one side or the other side of the hallway, and it goes all the way down the hallway in the ship. And I believe often it's just like a drain kind of area, so that way if that hallway gets water on it, it will slide to the little drain on the side. And so I thought about doing something like that, like having one of those across the floor, you know, just connecting a whole line of them going across a particular hallway, just for the thematic aspect of it, you know, something like that. So that's where I was thinking about when I saw those. Because I actually ordered a couple of parts off Lego.com to actually upgrade a couple of my sets, mostly the Star Wars stuff, but even a few of my other sets that are for Lego City. They had a couple of these, so I purchased these because these were on the engines of the Ghost. And so I wanted to see, could I use these for other engine parts for engines? I plan on building on a customized build that I have showed on the channel before that I built off the Armor Marauder. I actually ordered some pieces for that as well that I hadn't got around to in a while that I've been meaning to upgrade. So I have purchased some extra pieces for those that are coming in. I purchased these because I've never seen these before, and I just wanted to, I didn't know what I could use them for, but you know, I'll see if they have a purpose. But just seeing that I saw them there, I never seen them before in a pick-a-brick, in the store pick-a-brick area. You have these, the lampposts, which were really cool because they also had the little heads right there to go along with it. They didn't have tops, but of course I could use like a regular, maybe 2x2 plate and just put it on, even though it's square, as a top, or I could just leave it like that. But these would be good inside my city setup for just lamps, since I've got two of the street plates sets. I think when I reviewed those before, it was funny because I didn't realize how much I don't have like huge city kind of setup that I was trying to build. And I probably could have got away with just one street set, because I one time demonstrated on here when I reviewed those. I bought two of them, but I put one of them down to review. And the one street, the set of streets that come in one pack is more than enough for me to kind of fill up this kind of general center table area, which if you look back at one of those videos, you would see. And just type in for my channel name in the road plates, and you would have the review on that. And what's interesting is that's kind of all I needed. So even though now having one that I didn't even open up, if I needed to, I could expand on that. But my point I was getting at, which I kind of ranted on, is that in those street sets, these will fit nice just to put street lamps just out and about in that set. So I bought 4 of them because they didn't take up too much space in the box. I don't think I would need more than that. I mean, a person could go crazy with it, but I just felt like I didn't need to. Because I don't really have a plan of what I'm going to build with them. But I could put them, since I have, let's see how many houses that I have in my Lego City setup right now. I've got a total of 3 family house setups. I've got my Wayne Manor, which is the bed and breakfast, the friend set. So I really only have 4 residential places. So even if I wanted to just put these at the corner of each like residential spot going into the street, right between where the house meets the street, I could do that, and it'll just be kind of for that town. Because like I said, I don't have a huge little city setup. I want to have something, but I don't have nothing huge. Now this is always bad when you get these mixed in pieces, but they put these in the same container with these, so that way you would be able to get them. And these are those double doors. I don't have anything like this, so I figured let me grab 2 of them. I think I purchased just 2 of them, but one thing that sucks is that it does get scratched up. But for getting these at the fraction of a price that you probably would have to get them if you ordered them individually, or if you had to buy a set that had them. Yes, they are dingy and kind of scratchy, but I didn't really have to pay much for them, being that I just threw them in here. Now, granted, this whole thing right here was like, it says $17.99 after tax. It's like 19 and some change. But nonetheless, just these specific parts in general, these double doorways, when you break down the actual cost of them in this kind of setup, it's really not bad at all. So I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but at least I have them. Just in case. Maybe I can upgrade my coffee shop that I built, my own little coffee shop I built, with double doors like that. As far as any other different pieces, they had these they almost look like shark teeth pieces. And I grabbed them. I only grabbed 2 of them, but I grabbed them because I figured someone could use them as maybe like a specialized knife or something like that. Because what came to my mind was I recently did a unboxing and review on the latest incarnation of Johnny Thunder. And so a part of me thought like something like this came to my mind because I just recently reviewed him, and thought to myself something like that would go with him in terms of him, you know, just having some kind of setup like that. So that's kind of something that came to my mind. So I don't know, but who knows? You know, that whole kind of outback type of character who would probably got a tooth from a shark, and that's part of his adventure stories. They also had a few that I grabbed. If you want to tow a truck or something like that, like a tow hitch. I don't know the setup I use for necessarily, because I don't have a trailer set up, but you know, if a person made their own personal trailer with some wheels on it, just a box, you could use this to carry it. So that's kind of cool. They also had these. I grabbed a couple of these. Now, the only time I've ever seen this piece was in the Onyx Cinder, the Star Wars ship, and it's a table. It has a sticker on it though, but generally I thought it seems like a very nice little kind of portable table, especially for the inside of spaceships. So the first thing I thought to myself was buying this specifically as a table for in spaceships. Now granted, you know, it doesn't have studs you can have on it, but just for the purpose of the way it looks, I think that it looks cool in that regard. I bought 2 more of these head lamppost bulbs, just because these can be used as like a little desk lamp also. Maybe if I don't have them on these, you know, in a smaller setting, I'd have to have a stem or something like that to put underneath them. But nonetheless, that could be pretty cool. And let me see if there's anything else in here. A couple of those pieces just to go along with the white bricks, because like I said, I might use them to build up another building that I had an idea of in my New York City build. And that's really about it. So I didn't go too crazy. I just filled up the rest with just the black bricks. Oh yeah, one of the other bricks that I see in there's the first brick that I went for and grabbed while I was there, was this. And the reason why is because I recently was watching a couple of videos on some of the newer sets coming out for 2025, and there's one that I definitely am going to pick, that I'm going to pick up, which is a 4x4. It's a 4x4 off-road, and it looks like one of those kind of Land Rovers or something like that. And I noticed how they use this technique to turn a 6-stud wide vehicle to be able to have 2 people sit side by side. And I actually seen that same thing in the helicopter of the jungle sets for the city jungle sets that this guy's a part of, but for their helicopter, which is a $100 set. And the way it was set up in a way where you had 4 people could sit side by side, and they use these. So my thought process with that is, I mean, I may need a couple of like 1x3 just blank spots. I don't know. So that way it would be like, you know, one spot actually has the studs and the other studs. I don't know. I have to see how they did it and refresh my memory on how they did it in those. But essentially, I wanted to see if I do have anything that is 6 studs wide that I can convert it into a 2-seater type of car if I have anything like that. Because I know there's a couple of cars that are 6 studs wide that are for regular Lego City, and maybe I can convert them. I'm not too sure if I can or not, but I just wanted to see if I could. So that's why I did that. And yeah, that's about it. So as always, you guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.